Ready on the brakes, Chief?
Rods. Ready on right brake?
Right side.
Pumping and left.
Left side.
Left pumping.
Parking brakes on. Flight control's clear?
You're clear.
Yeah, right.
Okay, Terra, I'm going to move the stick,
Yeah,
so you
right.
need to keep your feet and knees clear.
Okay.
Okay?
You got a recorder, Ben?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
I haven't selected record yet, but I'm going to right now.
Cool.
Should be recording now.
Yep, the light's on.
Okay, good.
Construction area.
Can you hear that? In the radio?
Operations in effect.
Yes, sir.
8,624 feet
That's
of
called
useful
the
runway.
ATIS information.
Runway 26, no light minimus in effect. Advise on initial contact. You have information Bravo.
Tell us what runway we're on and what the altimeter
Seymour
setting
Johnson,
is,
Air Force Base.
what the
Information
winds
Bravo.
are.
Time
Adler
1655
117.
observation. Wind estimated variable at 6 knots. Visibility 7. Sky conditions. Few clouds at 4,000. Temperature 31, 2.15. Altimeter 3018. Remarks wind data estimated. Pressure altitude minus 130. Density altitude plus 18901. Expect localizer
Are you
approach.
getting scared yet?
6 in use.
Seymour Bravo,
No.
Adler 11.
Men and equipment operating in the construction
Taxi
area.
2 fighting
Place
Eagle.
runway 26 operations in
Information
effect.
Bravo.
8,624 feet of useful runway. Runway 26 no light minimus.
Adler 11 Seymour Ground,
Advise
taxi
on
runway
initial
26.
contact. Adler 11.
What do you think so far?
All right.
Go.
Do you have a status on Chief 8? Looks like he was trying to start, then he just gave me a thumbs down. Any idea what's going on with him?
Have not heard a word.
When can I take my paper out?
More
What
seven,
to
eight.
say?
Chief 8's good to go, Chief 7. I think you might be thinking about Chief 9.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's Chief 9, dude.
Yeah, I haven't gotten any word yet.
Copy.
Are we still Chief 7?
And disregard looks like they're about to start.
He just called us Chief 8, so I guess we'll call ourselves Chief 8. Last time we called him Chief 7, we called ourselves Chief 7-2, and we called the third person Chief 7-3, but we're going to say Chief 7, 8, and 9, I guess. Sometimes you'll just say 2. I'll let you know which one it's going to be.
Okay. And you'll tell
Have
me
you
which-
found the right mic switch, Terra? I want you to press the right mic switch, the one that looks like a light switch on the whole car. Press it down and release it. Okay, that's good. You found the right switch. Now that's the aux radio. Now I want you to do the one on your left foot. Press it down and release it. Okay, that's good. I can tell you're hitting the right switch.
Okay.
And that's all I want to make sure.
Okay.
That's the main radio with your left foot.
Okay.
That's the aux radio with your right foot.
Okay. The left is to tower, right?
That's right. Tower or ground.
Okay.
And the right is to Wigwam, which is Squadron Ops, and to other people in our flight.
Okay.
Okay, Chief. Speed brake up, flaps down.
Flaps clear. I say flaps are down locked.
Okay, we're actually ready to go. They haven't called for taxi yet, so whenever
Okay.
they do, we'll go.
Cool, everything's looking good down here.
Okay, good. Chief 7, Chief 8 in the aux.
Go ahead.
Showing 2,300 pounds. How long until you think we're going to taxi?
Should be fairly quick. Chief 9 is cranking right now.
Copy. Okay, let me see. You got to record
How much gas you showing right now?
I have 58. I'm good to go.
Copy.
I'm showing we're recording, so you should be good to go.
Okay.
Put a
8
change.
has 23 and 9 had about 2,100.
Copy.
Yeah, we shouldn't need nearly as much this time. We shouldn't take an hour to get off like we did last time.
Roger.
Got some cool airflow up there though?
The ECS is a little bit weak
weak,
on this
is it?
jet. Yeah. She's going to be hot. I know I was sweating. Debbie was sweating last time too. How are you doing, Terry? You hot?
A little, but it's worth it.
Yeah, I agree with you. It is. That's a good attitude. And we're ready to go. We're just waiting for the rest of the guys to be ready.
Cool.
Okay.
Chief, I tell you what,
going
our
this
last guy is starting. Let's go ahead and, well, no. Number one hadn't pulled chocks yet, so we won't pull chocks.
Okay.
I'll let you stay on with your wife.
Cool.
Thank you.
You bet.
Besides that, sir, pins and pounds up, and if tools are accounted for, everything is good to go down here.
Okay, did y'all pull everything?
We pulled everything except for the pylon pins, the GBUs. I guess EOI is going to pull the rest.
Okay.
So, yeah, because the first job we launched out, I went ahead and pulled every pylon pin. I wasn't sure if there was
Well,
going to be an EOI.
that's what they did for me over here,
Okay.
too. But they still made us go through EOR, so
wow.
who knows?
Okay. We're just going to leave them in and give them something to do, I guess.
Yeah.
Chief 7, check out.
All right, right radio, press it down and say 2.
2.
Good job.
Hey, sir. Where are you taking a picture?
Chief 7, check.
Left radio, press it down and say 2.
2.
Good job.
3.
Okay, Chief, we're ready to go.
All right, sir. You ready, sir?
Yes,
Love you,
sir.
baby. See you when you get back.
You guys actually sounded pretty good on the radio. I'm serious. The timing was a little bit long because I had to tell you to say it, but you said the right thing on the right radio both times. And number 3 used about the same amount of time between when you answered and she answered that you used between when one said something and you answered. So that is the way you do it. You try to mirror the radio calls.
Okay.
We've got information Bravo. I know you weren't hearing all this. It's runway 26. I think they said 3018 for the altimeter setting. We have to set all that stuff up and make sure it's ready to go before we taxi out. And we're looking pretty good to go.
Cool.
I'm just waiting for Chief 7 to go so we can go.
So we're going to use Chief 7 too, right?
Well, I think we'll just use...
Seymour ground, Chief 7, taxi more party of 3 with Bravo fast taxi.
He's doing good.
Chief 7, Seymour ground, taxi runway 26.
Now left radio, after she answers, I want you to say... Well, she's not going to answer, I guess. Okay, I make sure the jet steers right, I make sure it steers left, and I make sure the brakes work.
Okay.
That way, if they don't, we can pull the emergency brake steer and just stop right here before we get out in the way. Now, he's going to salute us, so you get ready to salute him back, okay? There we go. That was a nice touch. Normally, they don't blow us kisses.
Chief 7, runway 26.
See how you guys fly all the time with it. So hot. Ugh. I guess you get used to it that
Yeah, sweat is really dripping off my eyebrows right now. But you just kind of get used to it. And you figure out ways to keep your visor from getting all smudged up, and then you're okay.
Are those the 16s? Chad was telling me about them.
Yep, they're up here from Luke, out in Arizona. They're visiting for a couple of weeks, and that's what they are, F-16s.
They're small.
Yeah, they are. They're hard to see in the air because they're about half the size of us. And by contrast, if you're used to flying an F-16, you can see an F-15 from miles and miles
Chief
away.
13 taking the active.
Man.
Copy.
Okay, right here, 486, that's our Chief 7.
Okay.
And behind him in 478, that's our Chief 8.
Okay.
So we'll fit in between those two.
Okay.
Chief 7 in this first airplane will be to the left of this big yellow taxi line,
Okay.
and we'll take the right side, and then Chief 9 will take the left side.
Chief
behind
2,
us.
wigwam. Good. Yeah, what's your position?
Now here, he's going to roll in right behind us, but he'll be on the left side of the
I'll
taxi.
talk to you in a minute then.
Okay.
Now we're taxiing 080 on the heading, so we're heading just about east. 090 would be due east. And we're going down to the approach Emma ground. Tanker 56, Park Bravo 2, request taxi.
Down by EOI.
That's right.
I went down there and watched the jets take off a couple times.
Right, now they're actually, the actual normal EOR is being worked on right now. So we have a alternate EOR that we're using right
On
now.
ground, say again, call sign.
because they're working on the runway.
56, request taxi with information Bravo. We're parked at Bravo 2.
Tanker 5-6, taxi runway 26.
Taxi runway 26, Tanker 5-6.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Oh, it's my pleasure. These are fun to do. It's the incentive rides. I've done about 100 of them. If they're like your husband and the guy doesn't get sick, it's a lot of fun. He's got his speed brake up. Can you see that right up there? We got ours up too. There's the tower, left 9 o'clock, high. And what we're doing is we're waving at them with our speed brakes.
Oh, okay.
And then he puts his down, and I put mine down, and number 3 will put his down at the same time.
Oh, okay. That's neat.
There goes somebody on a high-speed taxi.
Yay.
Believe it or not, that's how long it is. It's
Oh,
about
gosh.
less than 1,000 feet, and you're already up to 50 knots. You got to get the power out.
Man. So that doesn't take very long at all.
No, there's a lot of, there's about between 46 and 50,000 pounds of thrust coming out of these two engines combined. So
Jeez.
a lot of thrusties going.
Is there any way I can take any pictures now?
You can take a picture.
Okay.
Don't worry about that fuel low. We're going to be okay because we got plenty of gas. But it's going to say that every now and then, every time it trips it.
System 2.
Just don't worry about it.
Okay.
Ground Tanker 5-6. Tanker Seymour ground.
Terry, you can take pictures.
Yes, sir. Let that 15 in front of us, or do we go in front of them? Disregard, it looks like they're turning in. 1, sir, taxi runway 26, Golf. Copy, Golf. Tanker 5-6.
Just make sure you hold on to it, hon. That's the only thing, okay? Just be
And
very
Tanker, say your call sign.
sure-handed with it.
That's Tango Alpha
I'm going to go ahead and put it back in the
Kilo
pocket. I don't want to take any chances.
Romeo
Okay.
5-6.
I took a couple pictures of like...
Tanker 5-6, Seymour ground, roger.
Okay, well, that's good. Okay, this guy right here with his hands up in the air is telling me to turn left,
Okay.
and I'll get on this taxi line. He'll tell me to go straight,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll stop when he holds his hands up and starts to cross them. He puts us right on the line. Okay, we're going to have our hands clear so they can see him. That way when they're underneath the airplane, they know that we're not going to touch a control and accidentally move something and hurt them.
Okay.
So once he gets on the headset, he'll ask us off safe and normal, hands clear, and we just check all our switches. There's 3 particular switches that he wants to make sure they're in the good position, and then we're ready to go.
Okay.
Ground Tanker 5-6, switching over to tower.
He might not be hooking up. I don't know. Looks like he's not going to hook up because he doesn't need to. Normally they'll hook up so
Chief 06 ready.
we can talk to him if there's a problem.
Chief 05 copies.
Ooh, it's a hot one. Now he's saying us, okay, going to give us a salute, saying we're good to go. Now our number 3 aircraft's getting armed up. Okay, normally at this time, after they finish arming the airplane, we take our ejection control seat lever and we put it down to armed. We're obviously not going to do that. Next thing we do is we put our flaps down, check them down, they are down. Check our speed brakes in, then we check takeoff trim.
Yaw, rate.
That's that beep, 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 yaw rate. That's the takeoff trim. It says it's in the right position, which is what we needed. So we're ready to go, actually.
Cool.
Just waiting for them to say, let's go.
I never, ever imagined in my life I would actually get to do this.
Isn't it fun? It's just something else. I'm glad Air Force still does this. This hasn't gone away, you know.
Yep.
That's good.
Because it's definitely a privilege, you know.
Channel 3.
You moved. Oh, you changed it.
Yeah, did you know how to change them? You talked to your husband, didn't you? I changed it. Channel 3 on the main radio.
Chief 7, check.
Say 2, left radio, say 2.
2.
3.
Good. Make your seats all strapped in. What's that fire engine getting out there for? I need that tanker to take off.
Chief 05, check aux.
2. 3.
They're just waiting for that tanker to get out of the way, I guess. And make sure the recording's still working.
Wigwam, Chief 13 down, code 1.
Copy.
It's recording. We're good to go. You got a red record light back there, Terra?
Wigwam.
Okay, good.
Chief 14 down, code 1.
Copy.
Wigwam, Chief 12, and down code 1.
That's Lori.
Copy. And Chief 3 and 4, tell me how much gas you got left.
Terra, tanker 5-6.
Chief 3, we're looking at 1,200 pounds.
Tanker 5-6, Seymour Tower, tax position, hold. Say again.
On the hold, tanker 5-6.
1,200 pounds from Chief 13.
Still local climb
Copy.
out 3,000.
Chief 14,
0367.
Copy. Tanker
Chief 2, how about you?
5-6 heavy, roger, roll check on that, continue holding on the runway. Copy.
For the hold on the runway, tanker 5-6.
Oh, there he goes.
And Chief 3, give me a call when you get in the chocks.
Chief 3 will go.
Now, normally the EOR is down there, Terra. That's where you've been before, I bet.
Yes, sir.
Since they're working on that east of this taxiway. That's why our runway's shorter. That's why you guys can only go to 50 knots. They used to let you go to 100 knots.
Man.
But
Tanker 5-6 heavy, your readback was correct. Wind estimated 230 at 5, cleared for takeoff.
over 3,000 more pounds of, or 3,000 more feet of runway. Huh. Tanker's using the whole runway. We don't run up down here.
So how fast is exactly 50 knots?
50 knots, I'd have to look it up, but I'd say it's about 58 miles an hour, maybe 60. It's not that fast. What's amazing is how fast you get going that fast. Man, I cannot believe he just did that.
Seymour Tower, Chief 7, number 1, fast taxi.
Chief 7, Seymour Tower, wind estimated 205 at 1,
Hey.
high-speed taxi approved as requested.
Chief 7, clear, fast taxi.
Left radio, say 2.
2.
3.
Here we go. When we look out here, we make sure there's nobody fixing to land on us. You just clear the final approach. And no one's going to land on you.
Going over there.
Wigwam, Chief 7, taking the active at 1417.
Copy.
That's just telling them, because we do that before we take off, you know, so that they know what time our jets get airborne. Now, the tanker ran up right here, but this displays threshold, and we don't use it because we make too much when we run up the engines. We'd be really giving those guys working on that construction a hard time. So we go down about 1,000 feet, and then we do it.
Okay.
Okay, now we look to our right. When he gets here and he gets in position, he'll give us a head nod when he's ready to go. Then I look to the left and give him a head nod. He says run them up, and I give him the signal to run them up. We run them up, I check out our engines. They're good. Then I look to the right, give him a head nod, and I pass the head nod to the left. I hack the clock for 15 seconds after he's gone. That's when we're ready to release brakes. See his blowers? He's already out of them. He's already out of them. That's all it takes.
Gosh. And I bet that the few little seconds are just awesome.
It feels pretty good.
Yeah! Woohoo! This is so cool. Oh, that was cool. That is a big tease. Oh, man.
You're doing about 80 miles an hour right now.
Man.
And we're just going to gradually slow down. We got over a mile to slow down. There's no real hurry.
Okay.
And we just use the brakes real gently just to make sure they're working, but also to be taking speed off. And we actually start going through our after landing checks. No kidding, that fast.
Man.
As soon as you get it safely on the ground, you get the speed under control, you start slowing it down. And I'm going through right now, putting switches in their ground position. Like I put the flaps up, turn the landing light off because we don't need it anymore, stuff like that. It accelerated, I think, a little bit faster because we had about 3,000 pounds less gas on your taxi ride than we did on Debbie's.
Man.
It actually accelerated a little bit faster.
Tower, Chief 05 at number 1, fast taxi.
Wigwam, Chief 3.
Chief 05, Seymour Tower. Wind estimate 260 at 7, fast taxi approved as requested.
Chief 5, cleared fast taxi.
Yeah, how much gas did it take you guys to make this second lap?
Should be about 1,000 pounds.
Copy.
Wigwam, Chief 5.
Go.
Roger, we're taking the active right now. Be advised we got 5,100 pounds.
Copy, I'm going to need you to do a third go.
Copy. Chief 6, say your gas.
2.5.
Say again?
2,500, Chief 5, Chief 6.
Copy, we'll probably use you as well as long as you get back with 1,800 or better.
2.
Tell you what, I am hot. I'm not too disappointed that I'm low on fuel and I can't go a third go. But this jet, the air conditioner, I think I told you, isn't quite as cool as some of the other ones.
Yeah.
Hey Chief, how you doing?
All right, what's your south say no more hands clear, sir?
Offset, no more hands clear. Got your hands clear, Terra? Okay. Okay, I'm going to stop recording now so we can make sure we get that tape off.
Okay.
Now, the red light should go out here, if it's not already out, it should go out in the next 2 to 5 seconds. Is it out?
No, sir.
Okay, hit the on-off switch, slide that switch and see if it goes off there.